Hello there everyone, this is iMark3 and welcome back to the Giant Stompy Robot Simulator, by which I mean of course, MWO Online. And what I think, is this the first video I've done in the new year? I mean, it might be. I'm fairly sure it is. But, I'm sorry, that's just the way the chips fell. Yes, welcome back to MWO Online. We have ourselves today a champion. Bit of an unusual mech. Not exactly a common one, but, well, I was checking around the New Year's sale, which is on for another, I think, 3 or 4 days, as of the time this video will be out. And for some reason, the entire champion mech line is half off as well. So it's like a 60-ton heavy mech, and you can pick it up for like 2 or 3 million C-bills. It's not too bad. Not too bad, and it's like, you know, a toy I've not really tried before, outside of, I think Mech Warrior 3 was one the only time I've played with this guy. So, Though something I have noticed in the details of the models here is apparently it's got these big cargo booms on the side of it. You see, like winches and hooks to attach containers to the underside of the arm. It's like, I didn't realise this mech had some industrial pedigree to it. Considering this is actually an oversized scout, well, it's built as a general combatant. It's and heavy scouting role, and that kind of leans into how the thing is done. You know, I should be talking about this in the lull in the matches before we actually start the thing. So anyway, yeah, let's actually take this champion out. I keep looking at the cockpit and thinking of an A10 Warthog a little bit, just a bit. Anyway, right, this particular champion, the CHP-1N2. I have decked it out appropriately in white and gold because shiny. And here's my loadout for it. Not too sure on this one. I did have another loadout I was going to run which made better use of its stats, but Champion is also one of those mechs which doesn't really have strong quirks overall for its available weapon hardpoints. But anyway, this mech is built on an endosteel chassis, double heatsinks, ferrofibrous armor, so it's got all the latest technology. It's running on an XL 300 rated engine, giving a top speed of 81, not too bad. And it has a split primary weapon systems, a pair of binary laser cannons in the left torso, so decent range, massive burn damage on those. Though the only benefit this mech gives to those is actually a reduction in their heat generation, which keeps them somewhat usable. The other primary weapon is, of all things, an LBX-10 AC, fed by 2.5 tons of ammunition. I mean, this is going back and forth with Vita Dragon a bit in the comments, but I barely, if ever, used an LBX-10. Well, AC-10s in general, actually. But that's honestly, this is an unusual thing about this particular champion. It actually has a strong quirk set for LBX autocannons, as in a minus 30% cooldown on them. I think it's the strongest flat-out bonus the champion line really offers, which is saying something. So yeah, 30% cooldown rate, along with of course a heat bonus as well, and a projectile spread bonus. So yeah, fairly heavy quirks as far as champion goes. And that's it. That's just my build. Quite simple. I will show you the other build I built up before I thought, you know, I'll try and cram some binaries into this thing. A bit more flexible, but it's also a bit shorter range as well. So again, endosteel, double heatsinks, ferrofibrous, all the same technology. The engine is a 300 light instead of a 300 XL. LBX-10 fed by 2 tons of munitions, and the binary lasers have been swapped out for a bit more armor on the arms. A pair of MRM-10s with 2 tons of ammunition between them, so 1 ton each, and a bank of 5 medium lasers. So less alpha damage because the twin binaries do more raw damage, well, similar raw damage I guess to the MRMs and mediums, but not as concentrated because of the MRM scatter. And this thing, well, it's got shorter range with its energy battery because it's only standard medium lasers to try and keep the heat somewhat under control. Like the other load, this one runs a bit hot. Though, of course, this one does actually use all the bonuses this mech comes with. So in this case, missile cooldown minus 10%, missile spread minus 5%, so kind of weak-ish things. But not too bad in general. Though there is another champion variant. Variant is the right word. That uses more mediums for a bigger laser light show, but yeah, this one is okay. Anyway, that's my quick look around this champion. So there are many more like it, of course. Probably more so because of the 50% off in the New Year's sale. But this one is my first attempt with it, really, since playing MechWarrior 3 over a decade ago. So yeah, roll on match number 1.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Okay, here we go. First match is Skirmish, and we are in Tourmaline Desert. Happy New Year, by the way. Slightly late, and I should have done that at the start. It kind of slipped my mind a little bit, but it's like, yay, Happy New Year, everyone, yes. Here's hoping the next year is a good one. Also, something I can't quite get over with the champion is... I feel like I'm driving a plane in this thing. It's like, whee, I'm just flying along. Kind of strange mech and all. Not too good either. I mean, the arms of those loading booms I mentioned back in the mech bay. And then these big boxy weapon pods on either side, those are actually part of the side torso, so I suspect this mech is quite vulnerable to getting torsoed. Which is why I was building it with a light, because I don't trust this thing as an XL. And most of this mech comes with standard engines, actually. Only one of them comes with an XL. So strangely enough, there was actually a Clan Buster variant of this back before the Battle of Tukid, brought in by Comstar, which had a pair of large lasers. So I've kind of doubled down, because these binaries, I basically have 4 large lasers on this one. Anyway, champion.
Like a G4, yes.
Champion was made by the same guys that made the Locust. It was actually their second battle mech. Second attempt at a battle mech. And I said it's general purpose, it's also a heavy scout, and unfortunately its main drawback was that it leaned into the heavy scout bit.
Alpha.
As in, it had a lot of weight dedicated to a big engine.
Left side open.
And then not much to weaponry and armour, so it's under-armoured, undergunned in its stock configurations, and...
He wanted it.
Target acquired.
Someone just... No, that was a leg that got hit. Anyway.
Dennis, I'm now mentally shook.
Fox 5, there's an Orion.
Target spotted.
So yeah, it's a bit odd. It was actually competing against a variant of the Griffin, which did
Got low mount, so you keep
Target
shooting the wall.
spotted.
everything this guy can do, but cheaper and faster. So it's like, though, due to politicking, the SLDF actually bought this mech up, and so it actually started to get spread. So it's interesting little bit of a backstory. This is one of the more storied mechs, but it's also a bit of a wimpy mech, a bit lackluster in return for that.
Excuse me, making way.
Target spotted.
I'm just going. Oh, jeez.
New target acquired.
Need assistance.
They're pushing the right flank as well, Echo 5. We've got a bunch moving up that side. Don't let them catch in the back.
Need assistance. Target spotted.
Okay, I'll keep them away from this.
I think we're
Yeah,
pushing
there's
this
boys
flank.
moving up in Echo 5 as well.
New target acquired.
We're experiencing some losses. Don't get sloppy out there. Target spotted. Need assistance.
There's a couple of assaults in D7.
Push out the D3. No, yeah. I can.
One thing though, this guy seems to have
Belt 5.
that guy has wax.
Target spotted. 25% of the enemies
Pushing
are
around the left
eliminated.
area.
This guy is surviving much better than I thought it would, actually.
Juliet.
New target acquired. Adventure torso critical. Target destroyed.
Just absorbing a bit on my rear plating, but I'm impressed with how well this thing is going. I mean, I was going to do a whole joke at the start. It's like, this guy is a heavy who
Legs on the bay for Eagle.
is actually a medium, but the problem is he's skipped out on the gym, so he's a little bit overweight. And honestly, that kind of tracks a little bit. Oops, I mean, I'm about to go down though.
Target acquired.
We're taking critical losses. We need you to pull through.
Oh, there we go. 382, not too shabby. In the end, I actually died to a CT rather than losing a side torso, so I did. This guy actually has really decent torso twist on it. I was not expecting that. Oh, to be clear, I have not actually spec'd this thing to increase its torso twist in any way. The only skill points I invested in this is heat containment, cool running, and reducing the energy, sorry, the heat buildup from all my weapons, because this boy runs a bit hot in this configuration. And that's all I did to it.
Do him! In!
There's one less enemy making a stand. Osiris. Oh no, he got caught on the rock. That's bad. Come on, you can do this. No, you can't do this. There he goes. Splat.
Can anyone read?
Oh, he overloaded himself actually.
Well played, team. Good luck in your next games.
Oh boy. Right. 3 assists. I was kind of dueling up longer than I thought on that left flank there. I think going with split primaries instead of the treble weapon load actually helped there, because my side mouse buttons don't work that well sometimes. Anyway, roll on match number 2. Oh, I was afraid of that. I actually did hit my team at one point. Ouch.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Okay, here we go. Match number 2. Crimson Straight. The game mode is once again skirmish. Let me just turn off chain fire real quick there. So there we go. Right. So, as you can see, I actually swapped load my other loadout. So I put it together. I figured, alright, bring it in, just show it off a little bit as well. And we have twin MWO-10s, we have LBX, and we have the bank of 5 mediums, which only builds like 17% versus like the almost 30% of the twin binaries. I swapped to this because one of the drawbacks of the binaries is the slow charge time. I think it's among the slowest among the large laser class. Well, that's got the longest beam duration as well, but its cooldown is a bit high. And during that last match, I felt like I was waiting a lot. It's like, are my binaries ready? Are my binaries ready? Can I fire them? Click no, and then it's just like. So I'm going to try this one. It's just as well, really, because this is a bit more close quarters map too. Tourmaline Desert's one of the longer range ones. So yeah, as I mentioned last time, I was surprised with how well I was surviving. Sure, I was taking damage, and I wasn't doing the best. I've never been the best positioning-wise, but this mech has got decent torso twist by default, and it was spraying the damage great. I think that's because of the entire nose cone thing it's got going on with its centre torso. Of course, with an XL, if I lose the sides, it's just as bad, but it's like, you know, what can you do? Oh.
Target spotted.
That guy has a bank of large X. Oh, and that guy decided he wants to priority me artillery strike underground. Really?
Target spotted.
Feels a little weird having the, yeah, I think maybe
Target spotted.
splitting my weapon banks like this is actually a slight detriment. It felt a bit awkward there, getting the lasers off.
New target acquired.
Also, I don't really want to be out here by myself. Yeah, massive tunnel fight, and everyone was just getting in their way. So it's just like, yeah, let's go over this way.
Target spotted.
Champion is a bit of a wide load with those arms, but it's like, I'm kind of surprised my arm didn't get blown off during that last match either.
Target spotted.
Oh, there's something over there. Not sure what though. Let's switch to heat tracking.
New
Oh,
target
hello.
acquired.
Need assistance.
Warning, incoming missile. Right
Target
arm
spotted.
critical
Need
damage.
assistance.
Warning, incoming missile.
Oh, fine. I'll
Target
move
spotted.
off then.
Incoming missile.
They've got a bead on me for something or other.
Right torso critical damage.
Spread the damage, spread the damage, twist into. Aha! Can't get me now. I live!
Need assistance.
Ha! That advance was a bit ill-advised though.
25% of the enemies are eliminated.
And there's something stealthy nearby. And oh, locust.
Torso critical damage.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
What
Right
are you
arm
doing?
destroyed.
Target spotted. Need
Move back
assistance.
with your own me. You are literally running in front of me.
Heat sink destroyed.
Need assistance. Target
Saw you
spotted.
there.
Target spotted.
Torso destroyed. Left arm destroyed.
Yeah, see, if I was using the other build from last match, I'd have died right there because that was a side torso detonation. Ah, well. I'm still not confident I'll be able to deal with this locust by myself, but my armor is
Have to flee.
full of
Keep
holes.
pushing. We're experiencing some losses. Don't
Warning,
get
incoming
sloppy.
missile.
Oh, where's that coming from? Ow. Ah. 72. Ow, that is a really bad match. I didn't like how the missile systems felt. You know what? I'm tempted to. Let's see if I can put together another build. Actually, that would really badly. Maybe change the binary build a bit so they have a light engine instead. Yeah. Let's try that. Okay, we got a another build variant. Can I still take Pharaoh? No, I can't. I can, actually. Slight increase in armor. I've not had any issue with the legs at all. Let's put that into the arms, I guess. My decoy sticks, as I should call them. Because that's basically what they are. And at least on this version, anyway. There we go. Right. So, I downgraded one of the binaries into a large. Then with the weight savings, I have managed to shoehorn in a Beagle Active probe because I was a bit short on what to do really, because I want to go back to the split between two different weapon systems on it. And I also changed out the XL300 for a light 280. So a little bit of speed loss there, but we'll survive a side torso going splat. Also, we have the large lasers in the middle, so even if we lose our left torso, we still have an energy weapon available. So yeah, going to try this one. I mean, this entire video, this was actually planned from the start. Normally I like to lock down a... Oh wait, that 300,000 was... What did I just spend 300,000 on? I have no idea. I know it wasn't for equipment. Anyway, this video was about me trying out the champion. That was always the plan, to call this trying out the champion. Or trying out a champion, or something along those lines. So, yeah. Normally I have one build and then I may tweak it slightly. This time I've gone to 3 kind of different builds overall. Anyway, I know the second match was a bit of a mess there. Sorry about that. It's like, you know, I was not doing very well in that one. Anyway, match number 3. Yes, let's go. Let's see how this tweaked version of the match 1 loadout works for us.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Oh, that is unfortunate. They are down 2. Okay, welcome to Frozen City, a map I don't think I've seen in a while, actually, this. Game mode is Assault, so capture the enemy base, don't let them capture ours. And of course we have got the binary laser, a large laser, and a LBX-10 with 57 shells. Cooldown is actually basically the same, so we are back to it being a bit slow there. Oh, hang on, we lost someone on our side as well. A fleet.
Negative.
We'll be fine, I'm sure. Anyway, let's move on. LBX-10, I think that's kind of why I've always kind of gravitated away from the LBX-10. Well, the AC-10s in general. It's just like, by itself, it doesn't seem to have that much impact. It's more of a damage over time kind of weapon. At least that's what I would call it. I need to play with it more. En masse, it's, well, any weapon en masse can pack a decent punch.
Target acquired.
So who knows,
New
really.
target
But this time, though, I'm
acquired.
hoping to do something. That guy is racking. He has a treble rack too. I appreciate that, good sir. A fine choice. I do love a decent treble rack. Let's keep pushing forward. I mean, I guess this is like the update kind of thing as I try to maneuver a little bit. I've got to remember I'm not going to be...
UAV, Echo 5.
Target
Echo
spotted.
5 UAV where? I don't see it. Yeah, anyway, last video I believe I was in the middle of the doldrums, like post-Christmas. And yeah, it suggests that I don't try and force myself doing that. So it's, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I didn't really do any other videos after that one. Yeah, that's fine. Oh,
Target
jeez.
destroyed.
That's not fine.
Warning, incoming missile.
That's not fine at all. That's not fine either.
Target
I found
spotted.
the edge of the hitbox. So yeah, I am out of the doldrums now, definitely past that now. Just been a little bit busy, in a good way rather than a bad way. Well, actually, good way and bad way, but it's one of those things. So yeah, video content will be picking up back up again now, so that's definitely enough of a Christmas/New Year's break. I think I'm going to try and record some Dyson Sphere program tomorrow, actually. When I have a bit more time, because...
Target destroyed.
Oh wow, I actually got the kill there. Good job, binary laser, because I know that's the last weapon that's firing.
Is being captured.
And that's also kind of why I'm trying to use the binaries a bit in this. Maybe it's not the best choice, because the champion is like... Remember, it's a heavy scout. It's... oh, that's something I didn't mention. The champion line was a bit of a joke because it's like it invested too much into its engines. So it was short on armor, and it was woefully short on
Target acquired.
Target
weapon
spotted.
payload. So that's why it didn't do too well in its original thing. That was actually like a small lance command mech, because at the time it came out,
New target acquired.
um,
New base is being
the SLDF was mostly doing like light skirmishing and on a duel kind of situation. So it's like it was actually working decently as a heavier lance command mech at that time. So it was working as a general combatant rather than as a scout at that point. But yeah, just part of the patchwork history this mech's got. Don't really see. There it
New
is.
target acquired.
This does feel
Enemy
decently. I
base
think
is being
I think
captured.
I prefer this mech with the with the binaries at the very least, or at least with heavier energy weaponry, rather than using the single
Yeah,
RBX-10. I'm sorry to say.
New target acquired.
Single LBX-10, I'm not getting much of a feeling from it.
Enemy base is being captured.
I was considering doing Rack 5 or something, but it's like, you know. Oh, that is an artillery, so I'm going to back
New
out for that.
target acquired.
Into these. My armor is once again doing the work.
Enemy base is being captured.
Being able to skirmish, like move in, back up, and do that. It seems to be working really well for that because I've got decent speed. And there's the whole like torso twisting bit as well. And I realise I am staying on target a bit, trying to make use of the lasers and things too. That guy is about to go down, I think.
Target destroyed. New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Oh! LBX shredded the side torsos. Nice. I don't know, don't get me wrong. It's still 10 points of damage. It's just, I don't really like the feel of a single AC-10, I think. And that's normally where you find it, like in a single weapon or something. It's a bit tricky to use it otherwise, unless you're on a heavier chassis, which I'm kind of shied away from a bit. But the fact I got some kills and did some damage with it there was interesting. That's something I wish this game actually did. Break down how much damage you did with a given weapon system. That would have been a nice stat to have, I think. 383 dealt, 174 taken. Much better than match 2, with the split into a treble load. And yeah, there was the wait for the lasers, but it's like, not quite sure just yet. We're on the right path though. This mech does benefit from having some speed. And I've got to be honest, this is my first time. This video is actually first impressions, genuinely. Apart from testing for weapon heat in the testing arena, I've not played this in any actual matches before these 3 matches just gone. And it actually held up surprisingly well. Decent torso twist, armor can hold up pretty well. If it's given the chance to skirmish, like duck in and out of cover, it's actually doing great because it's actually fairly nimble as well. I mean, it's a heavy, but it's a 60-ton heavy. Sure, it doesn't have good quirks in the most part, but it's like not too bad, honestly. Its general pattern, it actually favours a mix of weaponry as well. So that's another reason why its perks aren't so great. It's usually got missiles in this side, it's got ballistics in this side, it's got energy scattered around and sometimes in the arms as well. But you know what? I do have the funds right now. I'm curious about the chassis. I think I'm going to pick up the rest of the champion line, actually, excluding the hero mech. I mean, yes, it is 50% off on the heroes as well, but it's like, do I actually want? I'm not that invested in it that I want to snag the hero while it's 50% off for the next few days. Where is it? The champion. Here we go. Yeah, 2.4, 2.7, 4.5 for this guy. Is this the large laser one? Yeah, this is the Clan Buster version because it's the one with the large lasers in the arms there, as you can see. Now you can see how it's kind of like split among the different hard points quite a lot here. So middleweight weaponry seems to work quite well. Though one drawback is I can't mount multiple LB10s. I could if I gave a standard engine to it, but it's like it splits around. Always in the right torso for ballistics. Missiles always in left. Sometimes it has an AMS. The hero, what does the hero do? The hero is the Invictus. Ooh. That's a familiar name to me. It's an SRM mech. I'm not that good with SRMs. SRM heat, SRM velocity, missile spread -10, general cooldown, general heat, and general range, general velocity, all 10% bonuses. So this guy's got some general spread going on, but specifically extra velocity and heat for SRMs on top of that. So this has actually got some decent quirks too. Interesting, but I don't think I'm curious enough to spend my premium currency on it. Anyway, so this has been Mark 3, yes. This has been me trying out my first champion since Mech Warrior 3 days, and we're talking in like the early 2000s to mid 2000s here. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Sorry it's a bit of a random one here. I'm trying to get back into the flow a little bit, but there we go. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps out me, helps out the channel, gives me those virtual headbats I oh so crave. And I'll catch you all some other time. Don't worry, I still have that plan of going back to all the requests and the builds that have been shared. That is still a thing. It's still going to happen, darn it. I'm not going to let that go. See you all later.